Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Winston now to throw on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, all day.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down.
40. White 25. 49. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And the grab by Croft. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you have to get to it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Acott's right sideline and some look at the big man rumble. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to it, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talk to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. A little flare, a little. Sunday!
Now Winston. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's get it. Ready. Blue ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. from the shotgun. Wilson completes this one to Meredith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Out, get him, get him, get him.
From the gun, Winston. Man open, it's Goodwin. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Now, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. No. Let him go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Easy, easy, easy. Guys, Mike, 49. All day, every day, any day.
Here's Winston. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready?
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
65.
To throw is Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to run around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Seahawks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Tight end on it. Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
Winston now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mike 49. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
What? 315. 56 is the mic. 215. 56 the mic, boy. Go. 56. What?
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
45. Mike, 45. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Under crunch. Shift. Let's go.
Winston. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch twist. Hey, let's get it conversion. Check. Fresno.
Now Winston. Able to haul it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 49.
Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
49, guys. Mike, 49. They can't hang with us. Wait. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw is Wilson. Gets it to Meredith complete. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed it because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check, gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Operating for the gun. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Watch, twit.
On second down, here's Penny. And a solid run down inside the 30. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2, now Wilson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. And following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
I'll go special! I'll go special! You got tight! You got tight right there! I'll go special! I'll go
On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll pull it down. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the
They'll try to run forward with Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. first down. Donald. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. 6 right there, 56.
Now it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Disley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw, Winston. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45's the mark. Wait. Watch the run. Say. Check 24. Where do we go?
Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Touchdown as his guys are back single score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go, D. Strong right. Strong right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, They're going to get the first. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Here's Winston. Now he steps away. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 49. 49's the mic. 49.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Jameis again. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
56. I'm coming.
On a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help soft this one away. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, I probably just want to put this one behind them. Winston now to throw on first down. Jones has it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So throw again on second down. Winston. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
49, check 49, check 49. Let's go.
Break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
I'm on. Double tight.
And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.